Hello everybody, welcome to online class, and today we're going to look at the secret of sentences. So the sentences we'll be thinking about are your compound sentences and your complex sentences. So you do need to begin with those simple sentence structures, don't you? Because that's what you're going to use to put them together. And the secret is, how would you do that? The rain poured down, I got drenched. Using and so. Hey, everybody else is going to use and so. So think about why are you using those words and how you're going to make your sentences different so that you get the marks for your writing. What about this sentence structure? I watch Jane's videos. I can learn English. So what I want you to think about is which word are you using to connect those ideas, and have you chosen the right one? If you're doing a compound sentence, you're choosing from here. People often call it fanboys to try and remember those words. There's only 7 of them, but we only use really but, yet, so, and, or in modern writing. And if you're going to use or yet, then you're going to get the marks, because lots of people are going to be using that and that but, and often that's so. When you're looking at your complex sentences, you do need to know the difference between your main clause and your dependent clause. So what is it? Well, the main clause is a simple sentence. You've just taken the full stop off and you're using that structure because it can stand on its own. We all understand it. Your dependent clause is the extra bit of information that you add to your sentence that if you took the rest of the sentence away wouldn't make sense. And that's the difference. So make sure you know that when you're putting your complex sentence together, there's another set of conjunctions, and they're here. And I remember those conjunctions by using a mnemonic, taking the first letter of each word and creating a sentence. And my sentence is, I saw a bubble. And the secret to remembering is to create your own mnemonic, or say, hey, I can remember that. And so there's my mnemonic set out in a circle, showing you that each one of those words is covered by my mnemonic, and that's going to help me remember them. But the secret is not about remembering them, it's about how you use them. So I've got these 2 sentences here. The boy sat down, he heard the news. There's all of those conjunctions I've got to choose from. I'm going to choose after, because the impact of the sentence is I want people to think, wow, something's happening, there's some news that's being given, and now that boy has to sit down. After the boy sat down, he heard the news is a totally different sentence. So it's important that you think about why are you using it. Nobody saw the alien, he was invisible. So I want to know why. I want my reader to know why. I'm just going to use that very simple because. What about, I went to the party, I bought a present? Well, look at what happens here. Move your conjunction to the beginning of the sentence. How clever is that? Straight away you're getting those extra marks. Before I went to the party, I bought a present, which is really, I bought a present before I went to the party. So there's another secret tip, which is move your conjunction to the front of the sentence if it makes sense. But remember, you're then turning around that sentence. You're not using main clause, conjunction, subordinate clause, or dependent clause. You're actually putting the dependent clause or the subordinate clause at the beginning, and this is where you have to use a comma. Don't just stick commas into your sentences. No, what we need to do is make sure that we use the comma correctly. There's the tip. That's the secret to those extra marks. If I get the answer right, comma, because I've put my dependent clause at the beginning of my sentence, I will get a present. That really means, do you know, I'll get a present if I get the answer right, doesn't it? Well, what about these 2 sentences? I will be very happy. It is the half-term holiday. I'm going to put those ideas together using one of these conjunctions, and I've chosen a time connective, when. I'll be very happy when. That's easy. So what about if you want to go back to that idea of putting your conjunction at the beginning? The fire alarm was set off. I had to stand in the rain. You've really got to think about the connective here. What are you trying to tell your reader? Choosing from those conjunctions, I would put after at the beginning of the sentence. Far more effective. There's your secret tip. Shh, but learn it. After the fire alarm was set off, comma. What do we use that comma for? Yes, you're right. We use it to show that we've put the dependent part of the sentence at the beginning. And the real secret to the sentences, and thank you if you've joined me and stayed right to the end of the video, the real secret is know and choose. And do you know what? True English sentences are very good when you move the words around. So be confident. Next time you're writing English sentences, think, hey, what's the secret? It's where I put the words in my sentence. And you know what? I'm going to practice moving them. So that's the end of this session. We'll see you next lesson. Bye now.